scent still lingered in the air. Jasmine and rain, a ghost still there. 2 cups of coffee, one untouched. A home of echoes, quiet and hushed. Her laughter hid in hallway walls. The playlist played through empty calls. He lived inside the in-between, where love had left but still was seen. Grief's not loud, it softly hums, a shadow where the silence drums. He stayed pretending time stood still, if the lock might turn by will. He opened the window, let the sky rush in. Breathe the world he'd kept within. The air was rain, the light was new, and life whispered softly, she's through, but you're due. The wind came in, the ache went out. He found what healing's all about. The park still held their crooked seat, where laughter once and sunlight meet. A stranger's joy replaced their sound, and peace was there though love was drowned. He learned that endings don't demand a broken heart, a bitter hand. Just quiet truth, just letting go, just life continuing its flow. He scrolled her name, then pressed delete. The silence on his calm complete. The world moved on beyond the pain, and in that stillness he remained. He opened the window, let the sky rush in. He opened the window, let the sky rush in. Breathe the world he'd kept within. The air was rain, the light was new, and life whispered softly, she's through, but you're due. The wind came in, the ache went out. He found what healing's all about. Yeah, they let her go, not to forget, but to forgive what lingered yet. The breeze replied in tender grace, filling the room she used to trace. He opened the window, heard the world return. The air alive, the heart still learned. No grand goodbye, no vow, no end, just morning finding him again. The scent of rain, the calm, the hue, the world came back, and so did he too. He smiled, the curtains breathing wide. Love didn't leave, it changed its side. The wind was kind, the room was his, and life began with air and bliss. came from gold and porcelain hall. He came from where the night still calls. Two different worlds, one secret flame. They built a love without a name. Letters hidden whispered lines, stolen hours between the signs. Every note a quiet vow. Someday, somehow, but never now. And under that flickering, trembling light, they held forever in borrowed nights. Beneath the streetlight, hearts defied, love the daylight had denied. They promised time would find a way, but time, it took their words away. Now he stands where shadows blend, loving her still, just quieter again. The letters found, the silence came. Her world erased his spoken name. They tore her far from that old street, left echoes where their hearts would meet. She said, wait for me, through falling tears. He said, I will, through vanishing years. And though her voice grew faint and thin, the promise stayed beneath his skin. And every night, through rain or snow, he kept returning just to know. Beneath the streetlight, hearts defied, I love the daylight had denied. They promised time would find a way, but time, it took their words away. Now he stands where dreams remain, loving her still, just quieter again. Well, he never stopped, he never called. Love simply learned to whisper small. Each flicker was her voice returned. Each shadow spoke of all they'd earned. Beneath the streetlight, all stood still, a promise kept by a quiet will. The world moved on, but he stayed true to every someday that never grew. And when they asked if love had died, he smiled and said, it's just quiet inside. The lamp still hums, the years still fall, but love outlived the loss of all. He waited there, the way hearts do, not for her return, but for what love once knew. trusted her like the morning sun. Years of quiet where hearts were one. Every promise carved in time. A love so calm and felt divine. But whispers came through things unsaid, through silent nights and half-turned heads. Her laughter changed, her eyes withdrew, and truth began to shine right through. He told himself it wasn't real. The doubt was something love could heal. But the streetlight showed what words conceal. Two hands entwined, a wound revealed. He didn't call, he didn't cry, just watched her fade beneath the sky. And when she came through that front door, he only asked, and nothing more. The house was still, her keys were cold. Her smile rehearsed, her eyes too old. He breathed her name, then stopped halfway. Some truths can't live in what we say. No anger came, no bitter tone, just silence sitting flesh and bone. The weight between them softly grew. Where love had lived, now nothing true. He learned that endings don't explode. They dim, they whisper, then let go. The streetlight showed what words conceal. Two hearts undone, too much revealed. He didn't fight, he didn't plead, just let her go and watched her leave. And though the pain cut deep and raw, he never finished what he saw. Is there someone? The words stayed still. The air replied before she will. Sometimes silence speaks instead, and love is buried softly dead. The night moved on, the stars stood clear. The truth no longer drowned in fear. He turned the lock, the world was wide. Trust was gone, but so was pride. No need for answers, no more lies, just quiet strength beneath the sky. He never asked, he didn't need. The silence told him everything. Love once whole had come undone. Some questions die before there's some. had planned forever together, hand in hand, rings and vows, a golden plan. Laughter filled the air. Love was sure, unsurpassed. Every detail was carved with tender care. Two hearts believed they would meet there. A world of white, a life to hold and joy unknown. She said, I'll be home before you miss me, and smiled under the morning sky. But love cannot fight what fate has decided. A promise lost between two waves. He stood where the sunlight once shone, and whispered vows to no one. Veil in hand, silence fell. Love was still there, but she was gone. The news came like broken glass, shattering the life they had made. The candles burned, the choir stood still. The church was silent on that hill. He read the words he was about to say to someone time would not keep. And though no echo answered, his heart still wore its black wedding dress. He held the veil, he called her name, and promised that love would always be the same. But love cannot resist what fate decreed. A promise lost between two waves. He stood where the sun once shone, and whispered vows to no one. Veil in hand, silence fell. Love was still there, but she was gone. Every year I walk on that quiet shore, where the waves still echo as before. He calls her name into the phone. Now he doesn't wait, he just calls home. The years have passed, the pain has become gentle, but love like him has left ghosts behind. He doesn't wait, he doesn't pray, he just remembers day by day. And when the tides sing her refrain, he smiles and feels her near again. The beach, the sky, the sea, the fire forever changed, but still the same. He whispers softly, calmly, wildly, I loved you then, I loved you then, but that wedding will never come. brought her flowers just because. Remembered every dream she was. Her laughter built his quiet days. Her shadow lived in all his ways. She spoke of stars he couldn't touch. He listened close, he gave too much. Behind her smile, a distant pain. He loved her through the glass and rain. Every message, every call, he gave his heart, she took it all. And he stood beneath the pouring sky, whispered love but got goodbye. She said, "You're a good friend," soft and plain, and left him standing in the rain. But he still smiled through the pain. Love like his can't drown in rain. He walked her home, the streetlights burned. 1,000 words, one lesson learned. Her eyes looked past, her voice was kind, but kindness cuts when hearts align. He didn't beg, he didn't plead, just let her go to where hearts lead. The silence sang a sad refrain, the melody of one-sided rain. No promises, no grand replies, just truth reflected in her eyes. And he stood beneath the pouring sky, whispered love but got goodbye. She said, "You're a good friend," soft and plain, and left him standing in the rain. But he still smiled through the pain. Love like his can't drown in rain. Well, he gave, she stayed, then drifted far. Yet loving her still lit his scars. The world wept with him, clear and cold, but peace can bloom where tears unfold. He walked alone, the stormy song, each drop forgiving what went wrong. No bitter heart, no sad refrain, just gratitude within the rain. He'd loved her true, though love remained a one-sided rain, yet never in vain. The street was dark, but dawn began. A quiet soul, a gentler man. He whispered once and let it stay. Love still means giving, come what may. There was a time her smile was home, where laughter bloomed, where light was sown. But love grew heavy, slow, restrained. Each word he spoke just echoed pain. He counted glances, measured sighs, watched distance bloom behind her eyes. What once was easy turned to ache, a quiet love he couldn't wake. He tried with flowers, letters, care, but love can't grow if it's one-sided air. So he left the note, and not his pride. I loved enough for both, they cried. walked away from empty space, from bleeding hearts that lost their place. No storm, no tears, no angry plea, just silence, soft and dignity. He stayed too long in what was gone, holding ghosts till hope moved on. Her touch was cold, her words were small, and he had learned to bear it all. Each message typed, each call delayed, another thread of love decayed, till one last night beneath that light he chose himself and not the fight. No farewell speech, no need to mend, just peace disguised as quiet end. So he left a note, and not his pride. I loved enough for both that cried. He walked away from empty space, from bleeding hearts that lost their place. No storm, no tears, no angry plea, just silence, soft and dignity. Till he learned that love is not to chase, but knowing when to leave with grace. Outside the night was calm, forgiving, a breath that felt like being living. He turned from walls that couldn't hear, and found himself beyond the fear. No bitter heart, no tragedy, just freedom born of dignity. He closed the door, the pain released, and love at last looked like peace. The stars were kind, the air was free, and in his quiet victory he whispered once so tenderly, goodbye my love, remember me. He held her close, too close to see that love can live without the need to be free. Every call, each question why, was fear dressed softly as lullaby. He traced her world of steps, her skin mistook her space for walls to win. He said, I love you, men don't go, not knowing love can't bloom in shadow. Her laughter faded, her words grew small. The cage he built had silenced all. He said stay, but she needed air, and love can't breathe if it's trapped in care. He learned too late beneath the grief, love isn't holding, it's letting it breathe. He watched her walk beyond his reach. Her freedom was his truest teach. Nights grew still, a miracle. The truth stared back, uncomfortably bold. He saw the hands that meant to shield had only taken, never healed. Her chair sat empty, soft with grace. Her tears still echoed in that place, and in the quiet he could see her leaving set them both free. He whispered low to no one near, I kept her love by keeping fear. He said stay, but she needed air, and love can't breathe if it's trapped in care. He learned too late beneath the grief, love isn't holding, it's letting it breathe. He watched her walk beyond his reach. Her freedom was as true as teach. Part of love is not to cage the flame, but guard his warmth without a name. He wrote her truth in words once vain. If love returns, I'll break the chain. No more walls, no need to keep. He learned to love what's wild, what's deep. Some hearts aren't ours, they're meant to leave, and that's how love learns to breathe. He smiled, the pain began to cease. Love at last had found its peace. He closed the drawer, the night was still. The moonlight softened on the sill. A promise made, no love to grieve, only the vow, let it breathe. He loved her in the quiet shade where dreams are kept and never said. She laughed beneath his best friend's arm, and every glance became a scar. He held his heart behind a smile, the kind that hides and waits a while. Each word she spoke, each breath, each glance, like a wound disguised as chance. He told himself that love should give, even if it never lives. So he raised his glass and smiled for two. Love that's kind, to love that's true, the one that hurts but never blames. It burns in silence without flames. He toasted peace, he toasted pain, to what was lost and what remained. He was her friend, steady ground, the one she leaned on. Safe and sound, she spoke of fears, of love unsure. Listen, wishing it were more. When she said yes, his world grew small, but he still meant each word, each call. Love doesn't ask, it only stays in quiet hearts, in quiet ways. He learned that joy can still even when it's not his to feel. So he raised his glass and smiled for two, to love that's kind, to love that's true, the one that hurts but never blames, that burns in silence without flames. He toasted peace, he toasted pain, to what was lost and what remained. Beauty spoke no truth, he made no claim. Love was his burden, not her name. In silence pure, he found release. The ache turned quiet, almost peace. Years later, dressed in black and white, he stood beside them in soft light. His smile was steady, his heart was brave, for love had taught him how to save. He raised his glass, the hall fell still, to love that asked for nothing and always will. He drank to joy, he drank to grace, and felt her laughter fill the space. No bitterness, no tears, no crime, just love unspoken and sublime. He stared at the screen again, her name like a ghost in the glow at 10, scrolling through words they used to say, hoping the past might find its way. Every fight replayed inside, truth and pride on either side. He loved her still, but love had cost 1,000 words that both had lost. He typed it all, his heart is pain, but silence won, and he hit erase. He never sent the words he wrote, they lived and died inside that note. The love he had was fierce, unspoken, a quiet prayer the night had stolen. And in the stillness truth began. He'd been unseen by her and by himself again. Each picture she posted shone so bright, smiling in someone else's light. The ache was sharp but also kind. He learned to leave her world behind. No calls, no texts, no need to stay. The silence taught his heart the way. To love is not to beg or chase, but learn to breathe in empty space. He watched the sunrise touch the floor and knew he'd wait for her no more. He never sent the words he wrote, they lived and died inside that note. The love he had was fierce, unspoken, a quiet prayer the night had stolen. And in the stillness truth began. He'd been unseen by her and by himself again. Your love doesn't fade with broken hearts, fades when sight falls far apart. Two souls that once could understand, now strangers reaching with no hand. He never sent the words he wrote, but somehow peace found room to grow. the silence bloomed where pain had been. He finally saw himself within. The phone lay still, the light poured in, and that was how his healing began. The message gone, the world awake, a heart reborn through what must break. He smiled at the morning's quiet grace. Love had left, but he'd found his place. Once were three, with a dream everyone believed, a love so bright it made time breathe, laughter like sunlight, hands intertwined, every look of vow, every word aligned. But forever grew quiet, soft and still, between the moments they forgot to feel. Their promise turned to gentle ash, a fading frame of what once was. No storm, no fight, no sharp goodbye, just love that dimmed beneath the sky. He learned that some things never break, they simply fade for mercy's sake. No shatter, no scream, no bitter sound, just silence where love once was found. And in that hush, beneath the ache, he found the peace that silent scream, her eyes elsewhere, lost in between. His hand reached out, but she didn't see. Two hearts apart, quietly free. That night, beneath the lights, he walked alone through softened sights. The streets still whispered dim but near, echoes of love he used to hear. Forever doesn't burn, it fades, leaving gratitude in its place. He learned that some things never break, they simply fade for mercy's sake. No shatter, no scream, no bitter sound, just silence where love once was found. And in that hush, beneath the ache, he found the peace that endings make. Words, no need to defend, just knowing beauty doesn't bend, like a song that ends but still remains, softly humming through the veins. He learned that love can gently leave, without a wound, without desire. collapse or fight, they just dissolve into the night. And all that's left when silence stays is love, remembered, not it.